For the cheapest coins with fast delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor Red Zone Coins and use code SWIFT at checkout for 20% off.
Salsa family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 21 Ultimate Team video on the channel, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys the best budget offensive players in Madden Ultimate Team. And the way I'm going to structure this video is I'm going to go through each and every position on offense and share with you guys at least one budget option that you should be adding to your team if maybe you're looking to upgrade at that position, or you're just starting out Ultimate Team and you simply want to find some good budget options to start building out that offense. This video is going to be absolutely perfect for you. Now, if you guys do enjoy this video and you want to see a part 2 where I go over the best budget defensive cards, leave a like down below. If we hit 500 likes, I will drop that video for you guys. And yeah, I think this one's going to be super helpful. And without further ado, let's hop into the first player on this list. So starting this list off, we have 76 overall DK Metcalf, who right now is selling for just around 5,000 coins. So he's definitely quite inexpensive. And as we take a look at the stats on this guy, 6'3" with 87 speed and 85 acceleration. I shouldn't have to say anything else after those words, but as we continue to look at the other stats, he's going to have good catching. It's all 70 or higher, 70 catching, 73 catch in traffic, 74 spec catch. Those are actually really good stats for a 76 overall. The route running is a little bit low, just under 70 for most of them, but I think that's not going to matter that much because he does have really great speed, great acceleration, and height. So DK Metcalf is an absolute dog at wide receiver, and if you get him as well as some of these other wide receivers I'm about to show you guys, you're going to have a great day one wide receiver core. Next up, we have Robby Anderson, who's a 79 overall, selling at about 7.5k, so he's going to be a little bit more expensive than DK Metcalf. And right now, the stats on this card are very solid. He's going to have 86 speed to go along with 83 acceleration, so they're saying Robby Anderson is slower than DK Metcalf. I don't know that I agree with that, but he's also going to have pretty good catching at 76 with good spec catch and good catch in traffic. The reason why I also have Robby Anderson on this list is because he's going to also bring you 71 short route running, 73 medium route running, and 75 deep route running. So Robby Anderson is definitely a budget beast. Again, you get that really high speed, which you love to see on a budget card, and he also does have pretty good catching stats and route running stats, which are better than DK Metcalf. So I would say Robby Anderson is definitely someone you guys should look to pick up. Now, the last wide receiver that I've got on this list is 77 overall Curtis Samuel. And as we take a look at the stats on this card, he's got some really great physical stats. 87 speed, 86 acceleration to go along with 83 agility is really nice. Curtis Samuel is definitely going to be able to move with the ball in his hands, and he's also great at getting open because he's going to have some good route running stats. 71 short route running, 70 medium, and 67 deep is definitely good. It's better than DK Metcalf, and he's also going to have the exact same speed and acceleration as DK. So Curtis Samuel is definitely a really good option. If you guys go with like Curtis Samuel, DK Metcalf, as well as Robby Anderson, you're going to have a great day one wide receiver core. I also want to give an honorable mention to DJ Moore. I believe DJ Moore has 89 speed. So honorable mention to him. If you guys want to also take a look at getting him, you can definitely do so. But I like that these cards that I showed you guys have good speed, or actually great speed, but don't suffer too badly in the catching and route running stats. Most of them are hovering around 70 for all the catching stats and route running, and they also give you great speed. So those are probably my 3 budget beast wide receivers that you guys should look to pick up on day 1 of Ultimate Team, or if you're just starting to build out your squad, those are 3 great receivers. And now next up, we're going to move on to the offensive line, and I feel like offensive line is probably what most people are going to be watching this video for. A lot of people don't do their research and find what offensive linemen are good, so don't worry about that. I've done the research for you guys. I'm giving you guys an offensive lineman at each and every position, and we're going to start it off with the interior offensive lineman. Now, for interior offensive linemen, I'm basically just looking for balance. I want to have solid pass blocking and solid run blocking, and that's what DJ Fluker is going to give you. He's going to give you 75 pass block to go along with 76 run block, so really balanced right there. He's also going to have great strength at 82 to go along with 81 awareness. DJ Fluker, again, really balanced. I do like this card. On my interior of my offensive lineman, the main thing I'm looking for is balance. I want at least 75 run block and at least 75 pass block, and I'll explain to you guys what I look for in my tackles, but for my guards and my center, DJ Fluker is going to be absolutely perfect. He is decently expensive at 10k, but if you guys are watching this video a little bit later, I'm assuming he's gone down in price, so 79 overall DJ Fluker is a great budget option at the right guard spot. Now next up is 79 overall Matt Paradis, who again is selling for around 7,000 coins. As we take a look at the back of this card, he's going to have 81 strength, so again we get over 80 strength. He's also going to have 75 pass block to go along with 77 run block, which is great. Really balanced center, just like I said with my guard. I want to have at least 75 pass and at least 75 run, and he's also going to have over 80 strength, so I definitely do like this card. I actually currently have him as my center, a really great budget option. He's a 79 overall, so he's not quite an elite, but he is going to give you basically elite stats. He's going to have better stats than actually a lot of the elite centers, so Matt Paradis is a great budget option and who I would recommend you guys go with at center for sure. So moving on to the left guard spot, we have Elgton Jenkins, who right now is only at 4.2k, and sticking with the same theme, we're going to get over 75 pass block. The run block is at a 74, so it's a little bit lower than we'd like to see, but again, a super balanced card. He's only selling at 4,000 coins for a 79 overall left guard, who in my opinion is probably the best gold guard in the game and better than a lot of elite guards. Elgton is someone that you guys should definitely look to pick up. He's going to have 80 strength and 82 awareness, so those stats are really good as well. Again, everyone that I showed you guys has over 80 strength or 80, as well as basically 75 pass and 75 run, so really good balance on this card, and I'm a huge fan of it and would recommend you guys pick him up at the left guard spot. Now moving on to the two tackle spots, we're going to start at left tackle, and this first card that I've got is Russell Okung. Now right now he's selling at 20,000 coins, and this was the only card that's on the block, so I'm assuming that when more people pull this guy, he'll probably go down to around 6 or 7k, but taking a look at the stats, the main thing that I want to see in my tackles is high pass blocking, because I feel like most of the premier pass rushers are either outside linebackers or defensive ends, and they're usually going to have one-on-one matchups with your tackles. So I think the most important thing when it comes to your tackles is to have high pass blocking, and that's what Russell Okung has. He's got almost 80 pass blocking. The run block is down to 74. I'm not too worried about that. It's not like terribly low, but it's serviceable at a 74, but that pass block is what I love to see, as well as good strength and awareness. So Okung is definitely a really good left tackle option, and I'm assuming you guys can probably get him for around 5,000 coins when he goes down in price, so definitely a really good budget card right here. Now here we have the first elite on this list, and it's 80 overall Orlando Brown. At 14,000 coins, he's going to be a little bit more expensive than some of the other budget players I've shown you guys, but the stats on this card are too tough to pass up, and to be honest, there's not that many other good right tackles in the game. I didn't really find any good budget golds, so I had to put Orlando on this list. He's really balanced. I know I said I want to find higher pass blocking than run blocking, but 78 pass block is so serviceable for a right tackle, and the fact that he's also going to have 78 run block is just an extra bonus. He's also got 84 strength, so really high strength, and the dude is an absolute monster at right tackle. I would definitely recommend you guys look to get him. I'm assuming he'll go down to at least 10 or 5,000 coins a little bit later on, so you guys can look to snipe him for that much in maybe a week or two, but right now Orlando Brown is 100% the best budget right tackle in my personal opinion. So now let's move on to tight end, and I only have one budget tight end for you guys to go with, and that is 79 overall Mark Andrews. Now Mark Andrews is someone that I loved last year as well because he's got good speed, good route running, and good run blocking as well. So as you guys can see, Mark Andrews is a super balanced card. He's almost going to get you 80 speed, which is basically the same as that Zach Ertz, that 85 overall Zach Ertz. He's also going to have good catching at a 78. That's definitely solid. The route running is all really balanced, 75 for both of those, as well as 62 run block, which is definitely pretty solid. So Mark Andrews, in my opinion, is a great budget option. He's super balanced. As you can see, basically all of his stats are over a 75, which I like to see on a budget card. So Mark Andrews is just someone that is very reliable at tight end. He's going to have good speed. He'll be able to get open. He's not going to drop any passes, and he's going to be able to hold blocks as well in the run game. So Mark Andrews, I do definitely like him and would recommend you guys look to pick him up if you're rocking a budget team or just starting off with Ultimate Team and looking to make that first tight end upgrade. So now let's move on to my first running back on this list, and we're going to start this off with Matt Breida, who right now is selling for around 8,000 coins, and Matt Breida is one of the fastest running backs in the game. 86 speed, 85 acceleration, 81 agility is all you guys need to see. Breida is just going to be a speed demon, kind of like Tariq Cohen was last year. Obviously, the carrying isn't going to be that crazy high at a 71. The change of direction is actually a 78, so that's solid, but most of the other stats aren't going to be that crazy good. As we continue to scroll scroll down to some of these offensive stats, the juke is at a 74, ball carrier vision at a 72, the spin's pretty low, obviously the trucking and stiff arm are going to be quite low as well, but Matt Breida is basically just someone that you hand the ball off to and try not to get touched and gain as much yardage as possible. He's going to be a really fast back, so I do like really fast running backs at the start of the year. Obviously not going to get evasive or anything like that. He's just going to be a downhill runner that you kind of want to run straight with and try to evade as many tackles as possible. So Matt Breida, 78 overall. Definitely a big fan of this card because he's got high speed, and that's really all I'm looking for a running back at the start of the year. So Raheem Mostert is the next guy that I've got on this list, and at 20,000 coins, he's going to be a little bit better than the Matt Breida. Obviously, the speed and the acceleration are absolutely identical, but the reason why he's a little bit more expensive is because of the higher juke, the higher carrying, change of direction, ball carrier, stiff arm, and spin move. All those are a little bit higher, so Mostert is going to be someone that you want to get if obviously you want to try and juke and spin a little bit more, but if you're just trying to run the ball downhill, I would probably recommend you guys go with Matt Breida for that high speed. Mostert's going to give you the same speed, but he's going to give you a little bit of a benefit when it comes to other stats. I like the juke, the spin, and the carry and stuff like that. Matthew Stafford is going to be the last guy on this list, and he is going to be my #1 budget quarterback. Now in this game, I think if you can't get escape artist on your quarterback, the next best thing is to have high throw power. So Matthew Stafford is going to give you that at 87 throw power. Obviously the short, the medium, and the deep accuracies are all quite serviceable. He's got great throw under pressure, good throw in the run, solid play action, but the reason why I like Stafford is because of the high throw power. And again, if you can't get someone that can get escape artist, like I said before, I think high throw power is really awesome. You can kind of get the ball out before the defenders are able to get there, which is going to kind of reduce some of the times where you might make a late read and get bailed out for it. So having that high throw power is going to be pretty awesome in this year's game, and that's why I've got Matthew Stafford as my #1 budget QB. Now that's going to do it for the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did and you want to see a part 2, leave a like, and until next time, fellas, I'm out. Have a great rest of your day. Peace. So